Gamers Assembly 2019 is over. We have our new champions, and some history has been made today. Pack from Great Britain is in fact the first international player to defend his title at Gamers Assembly, and not only that, he's the first international player to ever win it twice. Pack, the grand final is just over. How do you feel now?
Super happy. There's no other words really. So happy and greatly surprised by it.
What do you mean by surprise? Because you are a world champion, you have won Gamers Assembly last year, maybe the most solid performance ever at Gamers Assembly last year. But why are you surprised?
So, I am surprised because at the start of this week I thought I had no chance. I didn't really want to come to GA because I was going to be destroyed by everyone. And then before the TA seeding I just thought I hope to do well, and then in the TA seeding obviously won it and thought, well, I've got a chance in winning, so that's really where I believed, and that's why I am sort of surprised because of the start of this week. But no, I felt confident ever since the seeding, and that was that.
Let's talk about the grand final itself. I mean, it was much like last year. It was a solid performance. You won with a big margin. Take us through the grand final and what you felt during it.
Gosh, right. Well, map 1, I was feeling good before on the warm-up, and then I only did sort of 0.5s in the rounds, which wasn't really what I was expecting to do. I thought I was going to do like 0.3s and things like that. But Kappa he took the lead, and I thought, oh god, here we go. He's going to, beat me again. So map 1, I wasn't confident. Map 2, which one was that?
I don't know.
Oh goodness me, I've already forgotten. But I felt a bit better on that one, whichever one it was. And then we came to Tranquilo. Oh no, it was Thompson. Thompson felt good because Symbiose was really strong and like pushing me, and I was just trying to keep up with him and then maintain myself in the rounds. And then obviously winning a few of them really helped me. And then after that, Tranquilo won 2 solid rounds on there. And then the last one, sort of, I felt I was unlucky. I got a gear down, then a no drift, and then no one else finished. So it sort of set me up really like big time there for XL, which was my best map of the tournament. And I knew, I felt confident I could win it. And yeah, just happy to beat Tween in that very close round. Otherwise I thought, oh gosh, it's going to go nowhere. But yeah, it was just, I just knew I had a big gap and I could relax a bit. So yeah, it was just a great feeling in the end.
I don't know if you are like myself mentioning that this is some sort of history like win. Do you ever think about that today you made history, or is it like, okay, I'm just going to beat some players?
No, well, today I never thought about the history part, but the main part I knew was that it's the first time I told all my friends that I'm going to a LAN event and like competing to win and stuff, and I felt so much more pressure this time because I thought, well, if I'm going to go back and be like, oh, by the way, I didn't win, it's a bit of a rubbish thing to go back and say. So this is the first time I felt so much pressure. I was feeling, like literally just before the first rounds, I was feeling so sick and like wanting to be sick, and it was just ridiculous. But after I got into it, I felt real good. And yeah, no, the history part is great, but I don't really think about it. That's for sure.
And I'm going to bring up one more part. Like, if you go through your sort of streak at offline events, you can start with ESWC 2015, you're second. Mania Planet World Cup, you win it. And then Gamers Assembly, you win it. And then World Championship, you could have won it. Now you win Gamers Assembly. Are you one of the best, if not competing against Carl Jr. as one of the best tech players of all time?
I think against Carl, yeah, I guess you could argue as me being the best, but also Kappa and Tween are ridiculously good as well. And I think we are all at a similar level. I wish, the one thing I want to see is me and Carl be able to train as much as they do and just see what happens there, because they put a lot of time into everything, which is good for them and that they can do that. But it'd be interesting to see what it would be like if we all had the same time and stuff like that. But I reckon it'd still be close no matter what. But against Carl, I reckon, yeah, it's always going to be close between me and him, that's for sure.
There has some sort of the story for Gamers Assembly is defending titles. You have Kid defending it for the 4th time, Papu for the 3rd time, you for the 2nd time. Are you going to try to defend it next year to kind of compete with these guys' streak?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to focus on the dirt amount and the full speed amount. All I want to see is like if I can, get the record for the tech one. That's what's important to me, I guess. But it's nice winning. That's all I really care about. And if I can maintain a streak, then let's do it.
Let's talk about what's next for you. I guess it's TrackMania Grand League. What goals do you have there?
Keep my second place, win some more races, and in the playoffs, give a good match against Carl. I'm kind of hoping that in a way that I can sort of separate myself from the rest like he has, because I think it'll be a really entertaining match if it's me against him. So that's what I want to try and do.
I'm going to save the viewers some time and you probably some time. Can you answer a question? Are you going to attend or try to qualify for Serato Cup this year?
Yes, I will be. That's for sure.
That's it for now. A lot of interviews is done. A lot of matches has been played. Gamers Assembly 2019 is officially history, and history was made. See you at the next event, probably. Bye bye.